You know, we're getting to the end of the year here, and so before we go into next year, I wanted to just go back to some basics on this healthcare reform that they've been talking about. Remember, this is what they told us in the beginning. They were going to take care of waste and fraud. That was Mr. Obama, President Obama's words. There would be enough savings in the waste and fraud in Social Security, Medicare, and that type of stuff to pay for this new healthcare bill. I didn't believe it then, but that's what they were saying. And then these are the other two common inputs that could make a major difference in our health care. And as I told you, I'm in the healthcare industry, and believe me, get rid of some of the waste and fraud, tort reform, frivolous lawsuits, doctors having to order extra tests. They've even said that. If we address tort reform, whoops, but they're a big, the lawyers are a big contributor to the Democratic Party, so that's probably not going to happen. And I'm sure they give to the Republicans too. Tort reform is not going to happen. Interstate competition, one of the biggest things I know personally, if I could have gotten clients insurance policies from another state with less restrictions or whatever, I could get them a better plan. Or I could get what I used to do in the 80s before Hillary Clinton care happened and all the HMOs came in. A lot of you don't remember this, but in the late 80s, early 90s, we used to be able to go out, and if you were in business with a partner, I could get you two separate policies. I didn't have to get you a business plan. I could get what fit your needs. Okay, and there was a lot of insurance companies. In the state I'm in, we went from over 1,000 insurance companies competing here down to 6. So it's pretty much all the same plan. So that's from my standpoint there. So you got waste and fraud, tort reform, interstate competition versus the current bill. 2,000 and some pages with a lot of pork, political promises and pork loaded in there. And what this all is really about is control. Control of 1/6 of our economy. And that's the danger right there. So, by the way, they're breaking. As soon as they ram this bill down our throat, they're going to break. They're going to be out of session for about 3 weeks, going back to their home districts. Make it a point to call your congressman. Let them know what you think of all this. Last report I saw, 61% of you don't like this idea. Make your voices heard. And like they said on the news, they had a meeting the other day and they said, this is not a town hall meeting, so keep your emotions in check. Keep your emotions in check. They're talking about making this bill totally irrefutable in the future. They're trying to violate the, I'm going to get into the Constitution another time. Ask them to take care of these 3 things first. Then we got a chance at health care reform. Just a thought.